My career is gonna be dead for another 2 minutes. Fuck! Don't chase. Focus on the engine. Come on, guys. Good job. Focus on it. GG, everyone. Love ya. Oh. I still have a little bit of work to do. Hey, come on Discord. Come on Discord. I'm switching staff already. I'm switching staff already.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oi. Oi. Ahoy. How are you doing? How
Busy day.
are you doing? This is the SNK hour. It might be without the snowy in a while, but we are gonna still rebrand this to that. There you go. There you go. Let me close Dota. How are you doing? First and foremost.
It's a pretty busy day for me.
Lul.
Kind of a lot of work, and also the weather is not helping. I had to stop working at like 2 p.m. or something because I just couldn't.
I see. Well, you know, these Polish people, you guys are cute, but you are not made to survive extreme temperatures, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It is okay. It is okay. Okay, let me throw E3 2021 trailers.
Oh, you want a website for this?
There is
I'll drop
already a
one
website.
Yeah, the recap.
The recap?
Yeah, I posted it in Discord.
Oh. 2021 recap. No way. What is this? It's not opening. 2021 recap. Oh, yeah. Something like this. I want it. Oh, shit. This is everything?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it is everything. There you go. So, off we go from here. I'm gonna post this link. So, give me one game that you are looking forward to.
From all of this.
Yeah, like
not counting
give me
Elden
one.
Ring.
Yeah, give me one, but not your best. Like a game you wanna play that you didn't know before E3. Buffering.
Let me think.
I know.
Just, I don't know. I feel like this E3 was missing a lot of things, and it was like it wasn't that kind of a wow or whatever you could expect from it.
I agree.
I'm guessing I knew about Stalker 2 and I knew about Forza Horizon 5.
Oh, I thought you didn't know about the Stalker 2.
No. It was already announced like a year or 2 years ago, so.
Well, but we
I
didn't
think it
have
was
like
a
a
year
release
ago.
date, didn't we?
Oh yeah. Then true. And I'm guessing this one, and then the Stalker 2 probably.
Stalker 2 is a good answer, you know, because I mean,
yeah,
we could always assume we will see and we could see an Stalker 2 eventually, you know. But again, is it a reboot? Is it like Prey? We didn't know, and now we know it's gonna be available on Game Pass day one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's actually pretty.
And
cool.
actually, that got me on board. You know, I was like, I don't know, but then I saw the trailer. I saw available on Game Pass day one, and I'm like, whoa, I want to play that. I want to hit that on day one, you know, and see what's up.
Yeah.
It's a
Maybe
way.
the Avatar game as well could be interesting,
Oh
that I
yeah,
didn't know
totally
about.
forgot about the Avatar game. Totally forgot about Avatar as like a thing that exists, like an
Hmm.
IP.
Yeah,
Movies,
yeah, yeah.
games, whatever. I don't know. I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is a thing. This is a thing. On my end, like a game I didn't know anything about, and now I want to play. It's easy because it's Metroid. I came in
Yeah.
looking for Metroid Prime 4, and I got out looking for Metroid 5. But I actually was like talking to my sister yesterday. Like she has a Switch, and I'm
Hmm.
like, can I rent it for you? And she's like, do you want to play Metroid Dread? And it's like, yes. And she's like, maybe you don't have to because I want to. And it's like, maybe I need more
Oh.
because I want to rent her Switch.
Hmm.
I want to buy a cheap capture card and play Metroid Dread. And then as soon as I'm done with the game, give the Switch back because there is nothing else I'm gonna like. Oh, let's now play. No, let's be honest. But that one totally hit me. Totally hit me. And best thing about it is like I was doing some research and I actually have an article from like a very old magazine, like 2007, saying
Oh.
the game is coming. And actually says, yeah, it's gonna be a game about a threat that is chasing you around every level, and it's like, this is fucking Metroid Dread. And then the main developer, is like, yeah, we have been trying to develop this game for like 19 years, but the technology was not there, and now it is. And it's like, what the fuck? It did
Hmm.
exist. Like the
Yeah.
forgotten Metroid is like a legend. Like, anywho. Okay, a game you are like, come on guys, I don't understand the hype. I don't follow. Why is everybody losing their shit about this?
Uh, I wanna say Far Cry 6, but I'm
That's a
still
good one.
like, I'm still like considering, because to be honest, they only say that the map was the biggest and shit, but it will be really similar to the previous one, and to be honest, I didn't like Far Cry 5.
Not only
Like,
that, yes, but it looks like every Far Cry is like the same conversation. We have an
yeah,
awesome trailer, and everybody wants to know more about the villain, and then it's not gonna be better than the villain in Far Cry 3. Rinse and repeat. This time around, we have like you can play like the bad guys. So
hmm?
so there is that. So I don't know if you were into that. A lot of people are like, oh, that is whatever I always wanted from Far Cry, and it's like, really? Like,
Hmm?
okay, why not?
I
But
can understand the hype about the main villain, who's the wait, I can't remember the name of the actor.
the links
His
don't work.
name is give me a
Oh,
second.
no, there you go.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Sposito.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy is actually, yeah. I can understand the hype about it. The main villain actually could be like the
The main villain
biggest.
looks great, but I
Yeah, the biggest
honestly,
pro of the game is probably him, but it still looked like the same game in a little bit, of course, in a different scenario, because
my main problem with
uh,
Far Cry is like I never know if it is Assassin's Creed, if it is Just Cause, or if it is something in between. It's
mhm,
like it doesn't feel like it has an identity. And I remember back in the day the hype on Far Cry 2 and Far Cry 3, but it was because it was like an open world game. But now we got
mhm,
those nailed. So Far Cry got to bring something else, but a big world, and I don't
yeah,
know. I mean, I look at this and it's always like this is like a toned down Just Cause, or
mhm,
like an actual Assassin's Creed instead of historical.
yeah,
Okay, it looks cool, but again, what about the missions? My always my all my question always with this game is like, how many camps do you have that I gotta
yeah,
clean? I'm looking at the trailer now. We're watching the trailer as we speak,
mhm,
and so many of these looks like the kind of mission that you go there, you kill everyone, and when everyone is dead, it's like, yep, the mission is over. But then you see like this cock that that can attack people alongside, and I love that.
Yeah.
So it's like they are putting crazy shit in there.
Yeah,
Great acting.
there's a little bit of humor in this game as well.
Yeah, but it's not just that. I see there is crazy shit incoming, but then is it gonna be like the UV template, and like from there we go? I don't know. It looks better than Far Cry 5. Gotta give you that.
Yeah, I can already tell that the gameplay will be actually pretty.
I don't know.
think it will be
I
better.
don't know how UV at this point can have like games with like shitty gameplay at this point. Okay, a game for me that I don't follow why everybody is losing their shit is of course the Starfield. Sorry, not a Stargate.
Oh
Stargate
yeah,
is something else.
true.
I have been reading on
Was it the
Reddit
new Bethesda
already
game? Is it the new Bethesda game, right?
so much stuff, and people hoping Bethesda releases games that that this game is a type of game that already exists. You know, like. I wish it was like an infinite universe. That is No Man's Sky, and it's actually pretty compelling. Go play that, please. You know, I wish it was like No Man's Sky, but the planets are actually hand designed. Well, that is like there is this game I don't remember right now, but it's like we got the second part announced. You know, and then the trailer itself. At this point, coming from Bethesda, we should know this is just fandom, you know, this is just for the fans that love all this stuff. Look at all these detailed shit, and it's oh my god, all this not Vasco, we are not tranquility. Wow, oh, what is this? What is that? And then it's all nothing, you know. It's Bethesda, so and it's Bethesda with a new IP. I don't know which engine this is gonna be running on. I wish it was Unreal something, but it's gonna be their stuff. The game is not gonna look like this, I'm sorry. And everybody is already, I can already see the post when this game comes out, and the fanboys and the Bethesda fanboys are blaming Microsoft for everything that is wrong with the game, you know? Like, remember when Sony put Hello Games under pressure to release the game, and that's why the game was horrible? And then Sony had to come out and say, what? No. We told them, hey, take as long as you need. Do you want us to help? Do you want us to put more money? And Hello Games say, no, we're ready. And then it was a shit show. This is going to be the same. Yeah. And then Microsoft is going to be like, well, they will fix it. Don't worry about it. And 6 months after 11/11/2022, we'll get a game in 2023 that is actually something that resembles the trailer. I don't know. I really don't know. The Outer Worlds, that is the game I meant.
Oh, Outer Worlds 2?
Yep. I love that trailer. I love
Yeah. And the first game was actually really good.
The game I didn't play. And the second one I don't know if I will. But for me that is trailer of E3. Trailer of E3, The Outer World 2.
Like, I recommend you to playing the first game, actually. If you want to play the second one, you should play the first game. I think it still is. It's still on Game Pass, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember it was on Game Pass.
I never played it.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun game.
Yep, and there is another one as well that is like shorter, because some people were saying, I just hope it's not a huge game because space games are very long, and it's like you can play Astroneer, that is shorter, that is easier to grasp, and then you can play.
Wait, is Astroneer even still a thing? I know they're updating it from time to time, but I remember the first time we played it was like
well, but
empty.
If you are looking for something that is like No Man's Sky but not so complicated, Astroneer is your jam. You know, it's like it's a toned down, spacey game, kinda. Sure. You know, I mean, if you want the sci-fi and the building, but you don't want like 1,000 different templates just for like rooms, then instead of No Man's Sky, you could check Astroneer. You could check Escape from the Savage Planet if you want something that is more story-driven with a sci-fi setting. You could check The Outer Worlds for like just a handful of planets, but they mean something. You know, there are games out there. And then everybody's like, no. Nobody has ever made the fucking good space game, and Bethesda is going to. And it's like, no, guys, no, please, not again, not again.
Yeah, when I was watching PC gaming show, or PC, yeah, it was PC gaming show. And when they said that the most games would be like in space, I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on right now? Why is everyone so interested in space? Is it because of Elon Musk
I don't
and
know.
like the SpaceX shit and like
I don't know.
people already considering like leaving the planet and making colonies in like on like Mars and shit like that?
And the problem
Like,
is not that. The problem is that a space game is not fundamentally different than any other game. You know, it's not a
yeah,
space game. Is not a
it's just a
genre.
theme. It's just a theme.
It's
That's
just a
all.
map. It is the
Yeah,
map. It is the
indeed.
surface you play on. So from there, you build up your game. That happened with No Man's Sky 1.0. A space
Mm-hmm.
game is not a genre. So if you have a game that is literally flying around and running around from planet to planet and nothing else, that's not a game. It looks like a
Yeah.
game because you're going from planet to planet and we cannot do that, so it looks like, oh, video games. But no. If it was
No.
going from village to village in a car, you could be like, this game sucks. But it's less space, so we lose perspective.
So
It's just a map.
it's-
It's just
You just
a
go
map.
from planet to planet instead of from village to village.
I remember that I
That's
said that we could make
same
the
shit.
no IKEA sky, and it's infinite amount of procedurally generated apartments that
Mhm.
look pretty much the same, but they have like different color templates depending on the apartment. And you go from one to another, you know, and there is an animation, and you open it up, and it's so majestic, and then it's just an apartment, and you can move things, sit on chairs, read the stuff from people you don't know, and then you go to the next apartment. And it sounds shitty, but if instead of apartment you say planet, it's like, ooh, and what else? No, nothing else. Nothing else, you know? So yeah, and on top of that, developers don't realize that if your map is a castle and the surroundings, I'm not expecting 7 different biomes. But if your map
Oh yeah,
is
of course.
a planet, then I'm expecting a level of diversity that should be there. To
Yeah,
some
there should be
degree.
some areas that are
Because you were
completely
saying a
different. Not like
planet, you know, if you were saying this is the world of Habababa, well, it has one biome. You know, Hyrule was like 3-4 biomes and nobody complained.
Yeah.
You know, because it's Hyrule. Nobody is expecting like the diversity of a planet. And then you go to No Man's Sky and it's like 2 biomes and you are kind of disappointed, you know? They look like a
Very
Star
true.
Wars planet, but so I don't know Bethesda. I was wanting to watch as well or to discuss Halo. Will you play Halo? Halo Infinite free to play.
I played previous games, and
when I get
mean,
back.
I played a little. I played a little bit of single player. I played a little bit of multiplayer. I don't know. I mean, it will be a free-to-play game, so probably I'll try it. But it's not like I'm like really waiting for it because I never understood like the gunplay in this game because it's a console game. We have to say that it's a console game, so the whole gunplay and the whole shit is like optimized for console gaming. So it's not like nothing like one shot headshot or shit like that. So there's like a hit point that when you get damage, different weapons have different damage and shit like that. So yeah, and then that's what kind of triggers me because like I'm so used to games with like different hit points doing different damage and shit like that.
Yeah, Twitch
So
games. And
yeah,
the time to kill is
so
very low, and
yeah.
you gotta aim for the
And
head.
in this game, the time to kill could be annoying as well.
Oh yeah.
Because I was playing a little bit of multiplayer where it was Halo 3, I think. Or it was Halo... Wait,
No,
I'm not sure which...
Collection, It's like the
I can't
remastered
remember
collection.
was the first game that came out from the collection.
Then
I think it
like
was Halo
Halo 1.
Reach. It was
Yeah.
Reach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Reach was
Reach.
the first one. Yeah, then I was playing this part of the multiplayer. And
I
the
own
gunplay...
the whole remaster collection. I thought I could be
Yeah,
going
yeah.
back to it, you know, and then I was not, because in
Yeah.
multiplayer it was like I just get destroyed, and then people are fucking amazingly toxic. Even they made me
True.
double check if I was by mistake playing ranked, you know, because yeah, I was doing horribly.
Yeah,
But
it was
it was a
always like that
random
in this game.
and it's like, wow, people are toxic here. But
Yeah, it was
I
always
don't
in
know.
those
They
games.
got a grappling hook. They got more weapons. It looks like bigger maps. My main problem always, sorry, is that it's hard to get bigger maps
I mean,
in
there
Halo.
was few bigger maps in
Not
this.
just bigger maps, but like a bunch of people against a bunch of people. I hate it when it's 4v4, 5v5.
Mhm.
I want it to at least be 10v10, you know? I need some variety in there. I don't want it to be Battlefield, you know? Like 64
Mhm.
versus 64, but 5, especially when there are no abilities, you know, it's not Overwatch, it's not like that. The map sometimes feels empty, and then well you realize it needs to run on console, but then you know it's like
Yeah,
mistakes are
my problem with this game was as
easier
well
to
that if the
hide.
map was a little bit bigger,
Oh
then
yeah, on Halo Reach you
there
could
was
tell.
like half of the map was pretty empty. Then on the second half there was like tons of vehicles going around just killing infantry, and then there was the small part when everyone was like camping and doing shit, and then like trying to snipe or something,
Hmm.
which is really weird. But it's pretty common in the game.
It's
It was
kind of
actually
funny
pretty
how the
common.
Halo trailer is pretty similar to the Battlefield trailer. It's a bunch of cool Halo multiplayer moments, but it is in
Mhm.
game, so it doesn't look as fucking amazing as the Battlefield game trailer, you know,
Yeah.
because it's all in game. But yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff that I remember my friends, my Halo friends, telling me, you know, like you go in with a nade and you go out and you steal the shit and it's amazing. Oh my god! And it's like, yeah, with a controller, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, and when you try
You
to play
landed
like
any.
capture the
Okay.
flag, but you have to hold the flag and you cannot shoot or something, and you have to drop it the whole time. It's really annoying, but you have to get used to it.
And what about Elder Ring? Is
Elden
it
Ring,
is it everything you wanted?
yeah, the hype train is real.
The hype train is here. Is it
Yeah,
just
I'm
me
pretty.
or it does look
Wait,
a
why are we
bit
watching Elder Scroll?
sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Excuse me?
Sorry. I too many too many elders. Elder Ring. No?
It's Elden Ring.
Elden?
Yes.
Oh, I have been saying Elder Ring. I thought it was like
Oh,
the old ring. But it's
Mistakes were
the
made.
ring from Elden. Or
Yeah,
Elden is somebody. Who knows?
yeah. We will get to that part when the game will be released. The cool part is mounts. Finally, from software game that
Oh yeah, I
that
wanted to discuss
made a
that.
big actually game that mounts are actually needed.
I got like two main bullet points. First, it's related to mounts because it's the map, the open world. What is up with that?
Yeah.
What is up with that? It is important to notice this is what when I saw the first time a mount, I got so much of like Hyrule Warriors, you know, not Hyrule Warriors,
Oh yeah.
but Dynasty Warriors. Sorry, I
Yeah.
got that clip. I got Dynasty Warrior, and then I got like a lot of Twilight Princess and
Yeah, I can
a
understand
lot
that.
of Twilight vibes and a bit of Skyrim vibes here,
But
especially with the horse versus horse.
it,
Uh,
it it
but
it in this moment when you could see like a big creature, for a second it looked to me like a Shadow of the Colossus actually.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, especially on the bridge clip.
Mm-hmm.
That one here is like yeah, 100%. 100% Shadow of the Colossus. But my question is, the map looks like an open world in which there is stuff happening, like that encounter there, and then
Mm-hmm.
dungeons actually. So you go in the
Yeah.
dungeon, and then it's Dark Souls in it, and then you get all the Dark Souls map design. I actually love the map design, and not a lot of people talk about Dark Souls overall map design and
Yeah.
how you can realize that there is like a shortcut and that kind of stuff. So maybe it's like open world, and then you get in it, and it's actually what we are used to with Dark Souls. And on top of that, it does look this jump here is just insane. It does look like combat might be a bit uh, a bit less Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, a
Mm-hmm.
bit less just rolling and parrying and
I think it
just
could be mix of Dark Souls and Sekiro actually.
there. I saw the Shakiro vibes there with the guns and the takedowns. You
Yeah, yeah.
know, there is like a clip in which the gun becomes some kind of magic. Sorry, not the gun. The weapon becomes some kind of magic
Yeah, the
sword.
sword, like the.
Yep. This, I think
Yeah.
it's against this guy. The oh fuck, the bosses they show. Whoever designs these bosses is like, I want to hug them, I want to admire their job, but then I want to know what the fuck is going in their minds, you know? What's
Yeah.
going through their
I was
minds
say the same
when they are
thing.
like drawing these, and it's like, yeah, it's a flying deer
How
with
can
this
you
head.
imagine a thing like that?
What the fuck, man? It's awesome. And are you okay? Yeah, so this clip, for instance, you know, with a map and shit, we know from software don't throw this shit out there just for free. So this
Yeah.
is very, very, you know, like it totally looks like a takedown. And they were playing with that idea in Dark Souls 3. Do you remember those bosses that you could like take down very quickly
Mm-hmm.
if you had the right sword and the right spell and all that stuff? And
Yeah.
hardcore fans didn't like that because I can take a boss down in like 2 hits. But I fucking love that, you know, because hey, if you do some research and you prepare your fight, then you can take the bosses in like two shots, and you don't have to die like 1,000 times, as I
True.
usually do. So I need more of that to move ahead. And then
So
everybody's
it's like
losing. Sorry, everybody's losing their
no.
shit over this game having multiplayer and co-op, and I don't understand because every Dark Souls game I have played had multiplayer and co-op, not
Yeah.
co-op as in.
Like fully co-op. It was like
But
you could play parts of the game as a co-op.
yeah, but you
Because
could
every boss after finishing every boss you had to re-summon the person.
Yeah, but did they not already updated that on Dark Souls 1 Remastered? So you could actually play along with somebody?
I'm not 100% sure.
Me neither. But
You could I can remember you could do something like to like easy to make it easier to play with someone. You could make a password for the lobby, and if you both had the same password, so you could see your summons actually. So
I
that like
see. So you
that
were
was
you were
that.
making easy to find because probably I
Mhm,
mean it was
yeah,
on the
yeah,
Switch and maybe you don't have like, you know, Steam to find
yeah.
people fast and that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
they are always moving ahead with that and I like it. I I love these games, but they are too hard for me. So any help I get is appreciated, and summoning a bunch of people, anybody that is willing to help to fight the boss is great. And then you get people in these games that literally are just, you know, in the boss door, and if you need help, they are there, you know, and they show up
Yeah.
every time, and that's what they do, and they are people, you know, it's not like a bot. So fucking
I mean,
amazing.
it's not like it's even like a part of the game because at some point you want to do reputations for some covenants or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, there
It was
is a
called.
video.
So
It's an old video from Jim Sterling, and he's discussing that it's actually amazing that you get to see these shadows from all the players that you cannot interact with, but you get to see
yeah.
other people struggling with the same stuff, and
Hmm.
that is very encouraging because even though it's single player, you don't feel alone, and there is
Yeah.
somebody else fucked up right now exactly where I am, you know, and I have loved that from Dark Souls pretty much every time because, you know, it's like those notes, a lot of them are trolling, you know, but then you get to find the one that is a hint and it's like, oh, whoever it is, thank you, you know, this
True.
random Dark Souls user 6969, thank you, you know. No Man's Sky got a bit of that with like these expeditions, you know, and the community building like a
Oh yeah, yeah.
farm that generates millions in a second just for anybody to have money, you know? And it was like the same vibe, like people just helping for the sake of it, which is 10 out of 10.
Or for example, in Death Stranding, there was actually structures and things being built by players, and they were in like some of them were in your game, so you could use them and like thank them. So they were. It was making the game a little bit easier to play actually. So yeah, I like the idea. I always loved the idea of like doing things like that. So community can help each other. And there's also PvP in Dark Souls.
Oh
But it's
yeah,
like
I
a
love
kind
the
of
PvP
different, like
areas.
invading and shit. Yeah.
First Dark Souls
So
I played, I didn't know, and then I didn't know they were players, so I thought it was like an area and you had to win, and I stuck there for a while, getting wrecked by a lot of people, not knowing they were players, thinking I had to win, and I was like, man, this game
yeah,
is
it was
amazing. It's
50-50.
different every time. You know, it's like
Yeah,
a
it's
different
50-50.
NPC. Oh shit, it's not an NPC.
And also some of the summons were actually NPC, so yeah. It was like
And
if you were playing offline mode, then instead of players, you were getting like an AI, like a
oh
special
yeah,
AI,
and then you
which
know
is
you had
imitating
like
the
the
ghost or
ones
whatever.
you could not avoid, you know, like people, like
Yeah,
those
yeah.
NPCs getting, you know, in like places you gotta go through 100%
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty hyped, and I'm happy they are starting something new so they can do crazy stuff, because the Dark Souls formula, I still remember the haters when Dark Souls 3 came out, you know? It's like
Oh
people
yeah.
get too hooked up on what the game has to be a Dark Souls, you know, and then it's
Yeah.
like, well, you know what, now it's an Elden Ring, so what is an Elden Ring, huh? Why
No
cannot
complaining about,
have
because
horses?
you cannot compare now to like the previous games or whatever. This is like
It
a
frees you
completely
up.
different IP,
It frees you up.
completely different.
It happens the same with Metroid. We're watching Metroid on the screen right now.
Yeah, I can see that on my second screen. So.
It's huge that we are getting this, and I'm actually considering what if we might play some of the 2D Metroids on the stream, because I want to dig more. I mean, these games have a whole chronology story that spans from the NES to the Nintendo DS, and it's
Mhm.
impossible to follow. It's just 4 games, and we had been waiting for this for like 19 years, you know. And this man here, according to him, he's been for 19 years trying to make this game, but the
Mhm.
technology was not there. I don't fucking know what he needs in terms of technology, you know, because the game then doesn't look like anything groundbreaking. So we'll see. But I want to know more. I want to know more. And then, you know, everybody's skipping the fact that the guy said that this closes up Samus story. So, you know, these games have the same issue that Dark
Mhm.
Souls ended up having. People get super hooked up in what a Metroid should be. So sadly, the new game is not a Metroid. And we even had
Yeah.
haters back in the day when Metroid Prime 1 came out, you know? I didn't care back in the day because I had never played any, and Prime looked cool, you know? But a lot of people were saying, no, this looks like Halo and it's not a Metroid game. So the fact that they are saying after this whole story about Samus and the Metroid and the Federation and all that stuff is over. And it's
Mhm.
like, okay, what's next? Because the games are called Metroid. So, and it's all about, you know, this alien race that could destroy the entire universe, the Metroids.
Yeah.
So what is up next? And nobody's saying anything about that. And I'm all hooked up on that because we get one game every 20 years and I don't want them to kill the franchise, you know? But they have said this is the
Yeah.
end, guys. And, you know, 20 years from now, I'm going to be 50 and I'm willing to play the next Metroid. But if they kill it, well, we can't. So
I
yeah,
was, to be honest, I was like never into Metroid games. I played like 1 or 2 like first games, and it was pretty fun at the time. But when I
they
was like younger, but for now, I'm like,
2D
I just got
Metroids
over it. I
have
think.
never been my jam, but then I went back to the Super Metroid in particular just because I loved the Metroid Prime. So you end up
Mhm.
loving the franchise and the universe, so you play anything. But the Metroid games, I totally recommend it. If you can hook up Dolphin and play Metroid 1, Metroid Prime 1, it
Mhm.
is a fucking amazing game. And it's a game that it goes slow and it pays off to go slow, and it slowly introduces you to the planet you are in, to what's going on in that planet, and it's all based on text and stuff you analyze and you read. It's not like cutscenes or anything. So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, this doesn't feel like current times, but then it all pays off because you get a high level overview of what's going on that is way better than any cutscene you want to show at it, trying to, show action and adventure and thrill and information. No. So
Yeah.
if you are watching somebody play Metroid, it doesn't look amazing. Metroid Prime, specifically, it doesn't look amazing. But then the whole plot is like, my god, this game is fucking great. And then it's very much like Dark Souls. At first, everything is a threat, and everything can kill you, and then you become this powerful mad woman bouncing around and killing everybody with a shot that is like, oh fuck, this is awesome. The Phasm suit you get at the end, full black. Oh my fucking god, you look like the bad guys now, and you are way powerful than anything else in the game. It's like you go back to sections where were getting wrecked just to get all the items and destroy everybody. And they invented that formula, so yeah, these days that's not new. But back when I was playing Metroid Prime 1, it was like the shit. And it was not like a first-person shooter. When it came out 2002, everything had to be a first-person shooter because Call of Duty 2. And this was a first-person game, which back in the day was like, wait, what? No. So it's first-person, there is a gun, you press a button and you shoot, but it's not about killing everything. Interesting. Yeah. My parents back in the day were like, is this game about killing? And it's like, no, I promise. And the protagonist is a woman. So they were like, what? Sorry? We don't follow. Anywho, last but not least, something else you want to talk about, and I will free you up if you get a leave.
War Tales?
War Tales? I don't remember that one.
It was on PC Gaming Show.
Oh, there you go. With no space.
Yeah, with no space.
PC Gaming Show.
It's kind of similar to like Mountain Blade or whatever, but it's like a turn-based RPG fight game. So I was playing a game like this. It's called Battle Brothers, and it is kind of similar to Mountain Blades, but it's like more about tactics and considering like fighting different strategies with like different enemies and shit like that, and managing everything.
Oh,
other than
now I remember when I'm seeing this clip
than,
like in game. Yep.
Yeah, other than just like when you, as it is in Mountain Blade, you have a bigger or smaller army, and you just go and kill everyone, right? In here, there's like a small chances of winning, or you can fight over when you're like in a disadvantage or something. Then there's like, then you have like, you can get like a strategy or something to fight it out or whatever. But in Mountain Blade, there's like if you're in the like a slight disadvantage or whatever, this is like a 30 to 70 that you most likely lose.
Yeah, you can predict the outcome.
Yeah, so I was playing Battle Brothers for a little bit, and it's actually a pretty fun game, and I got hooked into it, and games like that. So I'm pretty hyped about the game. I know there's a demo of this game like right now on Steam, and I'm wanted to check it out. Probably tomorrow, maybe.
Oh, tomorrow, impossible.
No. I said myself.
Yeah.
You can try it today if you want to. The demo is on Steam right now. So, but I'm like really curious about the game because I love Mountain Blade as well. It's a pretty fun game about economics and shit like that.
I like how the combat looked.
Yeah.
And the visuals actually. These games tend to go like very basic on the visuals. You never know why, but I like it. I was that War Tale made me remember the Fall Changing Tides trailer.
Oh yeah.
I kind of know this is gonna be an underwhelming indie, but that thing, I don't know if it's a ship, if it's a vessel, if what it is. It looks like a submarine, not going underwater. I don't know. This game struck me on the trailer, and I was like, this looks So
Yeah, you never played the
fucking.
first game?
No. Is there a
Uh,
far changing tides? Is there like a?
it's far, and there's this like Lost Wind.
I don't know. It remind
Far.
me to
Wait.
Inside.
Wait. I'll tell you in a second, because I know there was a previous game. I played the previous game. Previous game was actually pretty good. So, it's
So when is this coming out?
called.
Like we gotta feed the indie market too as well. We cannot play AAA all the time.
It's called Far Lone Sales.
Long
It's from
sales.
2000. It's Far Lone Sales, yeah, and
Okay.
it's from 2018, and it's like on sale right now. And it's actually a pretty cool game. If you
Mm.
want to check it out,
It's
you're free to
just
go.
the visuals made me remember it. It's like
Yeah,
this trailer.
it
I don't know what this is all about, the Ixion or Ixion one, but this trailer
uh-huh.
was scary as fuck. Like there is this concert, and everybody is chilling and having fun, and suddenly, where is it? It was like a scary. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you
Like
mean. But we
nine,
still don't know what the game
7.
will be. I don't even know what this
Look,
game will be.
look at this.
Was it like a strategy or whatever?
I don't know. It's like they
I'm I'm,
go.
I'm guessing it will be like a type of game like
Man, the
Frostpunk or
crowd going
something like that.
insane. This is so. Oh, fuck. I don't even know what this game is all about. But that trailer was like, oh
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah,
They,
yeah,
they
yeah.
made it so realistic. Like the crowd going crazy. It's like, I don't know. It
Like I'm
might be a
guessing this
4X.
game will be like something like Frostpunk or whatever. Like a
Really?
similar game to Frostpunk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be like a city builder or something like that with like some expansion. Not expansions, like exploration and shit. So probably something like that.
But it looks like something went pretty wrong. So I don't know if the game is gonna be about
Yeah, it's
exploring the
probably the
space.
story about what happened before the time of the game, after of the actual time of the game, or like the situation in the game that you're thrown into.
It might. I think it's gonna be about managing the planet or
Yeah,
managing your
probably
way
something
out
like that.
because you fuck things up.
Yeah,
Because it
probably
looks
something
like
like
we
that.
were warping and it did go south. And
Mhm.
if the moon ended, I mean, there is like a big shockwave or something like that. And everybody is pretty shocked after. And the moon is very broken. So who the hell knows what else they did? This looks pretty awesome. But it's just like, we don't fucking know. It's like, it's in the story. Tinkering
Mhm.
Station, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're managing a bunch of stuff. And people are gathering to see, I'm assuming, like the first warp in history. This is like when they were turning on the accelerometer,
Yeah.
in Switzerland, and it was like this tiny little chance of breaking
Mhm.
everything
And
apart,
then whoops,
and then whoops, which was like
it
stupid because
happened.
even if it's and then whoops, there's nobody out there, to pick up the phone and ask, hey,
Mhm.
did you break anything? No, you broke anything. So this is pretty much the same. What the hell did we do? I don't know. I need to know what this game is about. I don't even know if I want to play because it might be a 4X game and it's like whatever. And then it's 2022. I don't like it when indies announce their stuff and then it's like
Mhm.
2022. Like so far ahead,
Uh,
it's like, come on, you're an indie. I don't want to forget
I mean the
about you.
trailer is cool, but the game could be like pretty generic,
Anything. The
to be
game
honest.
could be a visual novel. What
Yeah.
if the game is like this happened and now let's flash back 100 years prior to that? We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking amazing thriller. It could be an animated show in Netflix, and I could watch it. But from what is the Chernobyl light? I didn't see this one.
This game is already out for like a year or two. They're just like they
Oh,
made like the first two episodes and shit,
oh,
and
it's an
then
episodic
they
game.
yeah
Ooh,
yeah yeah
that's always a bad idea.
I mean, it was not that bad in this game, but the game, like the execution of this game is not like perfect. So to be honest, it's not a bad game, but I don't know if I would recommend playing this game.
I
If
don't
any,
like.
if there's someone who's like a big fan of the type of games like that, then sure, you can try it. But
What is this game
I
all
don't.
about? I just see military stuff happening and people running
The
without.
game is like around the Chernobyl power plant and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and
Before or after?
I think it's after.
Okay. Chernobylite.
I'm pretty sure it's after because it's like modern times, and it's a little bit about survival. There's a thing about the story and shit. There's like a little story behind it that the main character is going for. I think it's his wife or something. I'm not 100% sure. Or he's following like a woman or something. So I'm not like 100% sure because I
His,
played like an hour of a
his
game.
wife or something.
So yeah.
I love it.
Like but there's like there are some factions in like the zone around Chernobyl, so it's probably like a little bit kind of like a stalker game, but there's like a little bit more into the story than sandbox. The whole game is like kind of linear, so you have to go from point to point at some, like there's some point and there's like a little open world thing, but mostly you just go from place to place and do shit like that. So
And it is all episodic, which makes it even more enticing, doesn't it?
I mean, it was chapters before, so
I say episodic, and it's like, well, it's chapters.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like adding the whole story into
Yeah,
it, right?
probably now it's like all together in a package, but still, it's like, yeah, okay, guys, never mind. I don't know if it was E3 material, to be fair. Because, you know, you get a Stalker 2, and I much rather play that, or I much rather play Metro Exodus. I know it's not the same, and it's not about the same, but isn't a Stalker about Chernobyl too? Or like some kind of, you know, well,
This is
pretty much not Chernobyl, but you know, it's the same kind of setting. Post-apocalyptic shit went south a while ago, so I don't know.
you weren't here. I was watching this with a bunch of friends, and we were making fun that this is like a bunch of Flash games.
Oh yeah,
This looks like a bunch of like Flash coming back in like Nintendo. It's like, oh, we are stopping supporting Flash right now,
If
and Nintendo's like, oh wait,
if Nintendo
wait, you remember
cared,
Flash? You
this
remember
could be
Flash?
nothing but a mini game in a loading screen in a proper game.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Like, this is what you do while it loads, and it's kind of fun.
Exactly.
But Nintendo doesn't care anymore, and this probably costs pretty much nothing to do. I mean, look at this animation. You know, there was a guy that in a lunch break, they came in and they said, hey, could you animate Warrior? And he said, well, I can do only this in the time I get available. And they were like, this is marvelous. Thank you. And they left. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, he just poked his nose and moves his mouth. And it's like, off we go. We get a video game. And probably it makes a lot of money. Let me tell you that. So we will see the second iteration of this on the Switch and maybe the Switch Pro. Let me tell you that. Tell that to your people. We will see the WarioWare Get It Together 2 or Get It Together Plus or new WarioWare Get It Together. 100%.
Okay. Other game, Back for Blood. So it's
Back for Blood.
the name Back for Blood. So basically, Left 4 Dead 3.
Oh yeah, Back for Blood.
Yeah, I'll be down to play this. I was playing the early alpha of this game, and it was really fun. And I can already tell that I'll be playing this game.
This video is age restricted.
I
Yeah.
even think I think I was even playing this with Edward and VPR like back in the days when it was out. And I was playing with friends of mine as well, as well. And this game was actually really fun. Like you could feel it's a Left 4 Dead game.
I mean,
Because basically
I mean-
it's the same developers that from Left 4 Dead. The studio just left Valve and just started their own thing because Valve wasn't doing anything to create Left 4 Dead 3.
wait.
So
Valve was not doing anything with one of their IPs.
yeah. It was a publisher, right?
I wanted to clarify that because maybe somebody
Mhm.
misunderstood. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, and this game is like a continuation of the series.
Yeah, I
Of
like the
course,
name.
they
I like the
of
name.
course because of Valve bought the whole merchandise of Left
yeah,
4 Dead 2. They had
you
to
cannot
change
call
a
it
lot of
Left
things.
4 Dead.
Yeah,
I
you
like the
cannot
spin
call
on
it
the
Left
name.
4 Dead, and you cannot use the previous like models and shit like that. So they got new ones.
But that's even better, so they
And
don't recycle
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Looks
And there's
good.
a lot of
If the
There's a
gunplay is
lot of
well,
things.
is solid.
The gunplay is actually really solid.
You
I
like
was loving it.
the Days Gone vibes with those hordes. Zombies are sometimes.
I
You get
mean,
to see they
it
come
was a
in.
thing. I mean, to be honest, it was a thing in Left 4 Dead 2 as well. But of course, engine could give only that amount that it gave, right? So there wasn't that much. But yeah, the horde is actually pretty insane.
Hordes of zombies and
Yeah, and the perks and shit that
almost
you can
pre-orders,
do every mission like differently, so you can play
with
like different
zombies?
strategies.
Oh, human versus
Yeah.
zombie.
There's like a versus mode in.
Do you remember Nosgoth?
It was. Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah, I do.
like I thought that game could be the shit, and it was not. But
Yeah, they canceled it. Even.
they fucking canceled. It was not even that bad. Come on,
I remember the game was in, and after like 3 or 4 months, they just
It was a
deleted it
beta
from everywhere.
forever and then canceled. And it's like, it was a good
Yeah.
beta. It was, I don't know. I mean, it worked. And, actually, I got to see at the end. Hold on. They said Xbox. But that, look at it. I love it. They are so subtle. They
Yeah.
say Xbox, and then it's like console, PC, and cloud. Lol.
And it will be on Game Pass as well.
Have you realized that that Microsoft is always saying not exclusive to Xbox but exclusive to Game Pass, which makes me think if they eventually put Game Pass on PS5, do people get access to Bethesda games?
I don't know.
What about that, huh? Because they always say exclusive to Game Pass, not exclusive to the Xbox. Because actually, through Game Pass, I can play on my phone if it's available on the cloud. And they want you to play through Game Pass. They don't care about the device anymore. They don't make money there. Or not all the money. So if they put Game Pass on the Nintendo Switch, suddenly every exclusive is like, hey, now it's on Game Pass. So it's available on your device. So maybe the PS, maybe not the PS5, but if this takes off, 100% the PS6 will have Game Pass, and then it's like Microsoft just controls everything from the backstage. I don't know. It's just a thought, but this way of wording it, I mean, Microsoft looks always like very dumb, but they are not. They control the world. And they always say that, it's very specific. It's like exclusive to Game Pass. So, and they always say we have discussed and Sony doesn't want it. Sony said no, we cannot do shit. They always say Sony said no, and I'm wondering if that's true. And
Sony said no and left.
Sony said no and made their console $100 cheaper. And oh man. When Sony was
another
winning.
game replaced.
Replaced.
Yes, it's like a pixel art.
Pixel art. Woo! Sorry.
Yeah, there was a game like this like a few years ago. It was called Last Night or something.
I remember this trailer, but I don't know the game you are referring to. Let me see more. Oh, I thought it
Uh,
would be a console all the time. No, this looks pretty. But this looks pretty on a trailer, trust me. Lighting is not pixel art. I like that. I like that. The lighting is I don't know. Not
as I
pixel.
said, this game looks cool. There was a previous game on. Wait, it was E3 2016. If I'm correct.
Wow. You're going far.
No, it was 2017. Sorry.
Wow.
And there
That's
was
still
a
a while back.
game called The Last Night, and it was just looking insane. It was pixel art as well.
It
And
just
this
looks better
game,
and better. I like the 3D effect. Hold on, let
Mhm.
me go back. Like, well, they are doing it again. It's like it's 2D, but check the street. You know, it's like if the camera was on the ground, some meters behind. Sometimes, yeah,
yeah,
I like it. I like it. Actually, I thought it was like a bit of a generic suggestion because it's like, oh, I like the art style, but the art style is very, very unique. Didn't we have like a very neon pixely game like that last year? I just remember the
I'm not sure
neon trailer.
if it was last year, but
I think it was
or
last year.
maybe.
You see, this one is not coming on cloud.
Mhm.
Why? This game is perfect for cloud. Why do they do this? They put Halo on cloud and then you cannot play due to the delay. And then these games are not on cloud. Come on. I'm 100%
Yeah.
sure more people
Then
play.
check the last night. It's from E3 2017.
Okay. The last night E3 2017 trailer. Ha. We get to see ads, but they are muted. I never care if it is like a 4 seconds ad. They can do it. I don't remember this one. And I watched that E3 live on Twitch. Tales game, directed by. Fucking don't
Yeah,
remember this game.
it was it. I think it was one man studio
It
actually.
is the same effect. It's like the camera was on the ground. You get the 3D effect, but
Yeah, yeah,
then you
yeah. And
actually side scroll.
I'm like thinking that it's probably the same guy doing it, or he just gathered a group of people.
Yeah, but the new one looks even better than this. The lighting effects are pretty similar. The ground
Yeah.
effects are pretty similar, but the pixel art on this one looks a bit more basic. You know, look at the pixels, they are bigger. So the sprite is low poly compared to the newer game. And they are more focused on the effects. I mean,
I
look.
mean, but still,
Yeah, I
it's a
remember. I
good
remember
looking
this
game.
clip. Oh shit! I remember that taxi. Xbox, Windows 10, 2017. They were already telling us. Huh? Look at that green logo. Ugh.
Yeah.
When Xbox was something you could recognize. Huh. Now it's like,
I don't know what is going on with the studio.
let me check now the
It says
studios
that
they
it's
say.
still currently in production. So
Okay,
we'll see.
loading. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
Also, the music was made by Lorne or something, or Lorne. Lorne is actually a pretty known uh
Yeah, you see the pixel art.
future
Like
beat
the lighting
artist.
is the same, probably improved, but was already amazing. We
Huh?
get to see it, but the pixel art, especially the animation, look at that character, is already way better. So probably they improved on that. The trees look better. Actually, the trees far behind don't even look like pixel art. It is not the same logos.
Uh-huh.
Yep, I mean, look at this. It's already better. And they are exploiting that even further. I like that there are like different planes and there are NPCs walking, closer to the camera and farther away. It's a bit confusing to get to know which one is the one you're controlling, but okay, never mind, And
Yeah.
then there is a bit of like a fight club in like a metro station or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Classic way to get back to your apartment, climbing up the ad. Thankfully, we got an ad. We can climb.
This game could be interesting, and I'm hoping that the last night is actually still coming out, so we'll have 2 games like that. So
This game is looking to me like Cyberpunk, but 2D pixel art.
Yeah,
Probably better and way better cooked by the release than Cyberpunk. Have you seen Cyberpunk getting re-released on PlayStation?
On PS, yeah, I did.
Does that mean it runs better? I'm already waiting for the digital found.
I don't know.
Video.
I was looking for how the performance is on my CPU and my GPU, and it's still the same.
I mean, they are fixing glitches and shit, might be, whatever.
But optimization is still...
No, optimization is not there. It still turns on my PC like if it was a plane, But then I keep checking on through GeForce Now, and yeah, I mean, I check the patch notes. They are very long. There is a bunch of fix this issue in this bug in this mission in which character could not get this item. It's like good.
Yeah.
Somebody probably loved that bug fix, but I don't even know what you're talking about. And then I try on my own PC, and yeah, my GPU is like 100%, and nothing hits it that hard. Nothing. So I don't know what they are doing. Cool. And it's like my main concern is like you put the graphics on medium or low, and it does look pretty much the same, and it does destroy the PC.
Yeah, the game doesn't look bad even on low, but the thing is, it still hits hard on the...
Only some things, like the NPCs look horrible on low, but the lighting does not. The
buildings are not that bad as well.
No, it's like some stuff does not. Your character doesn't look differently no matter what you do. So your hands are always like, if you play on low, you are on high, and then everything else is low.
Yeah.
Okay, last trailer. Let's watch the cringy Game & Watch trailer. I got a message from my sister. She was lurking in the background yesterday because the Nintendo conference, and she said, I could not believe when you said Game & Watch, because in my mind it was always like you game and you watch somebody else game, and that is what Game & Watch means. And during this conference I was saying, oh, it has a clock, because guys, it is a game and it's a watch. And she was like, I was bursting in tears. Like, she was watching with her boyfriend. She was like, of course. I mean, the boyfriend was like, of course, it's Game on Watch, And she was like, what? I thought it was like, you game and you watch me game or something. I don't know, like passing the controller. No, it's a clock. It could be Game and Clock, but it sounds probably better Game and Watch, And actually, originally,
I'm pretty sure they announced it like a while ago.
They did another one. Because it was like Mr. Game & Watch anniversary, but no, this one is like a re-edition.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the one you meant on sale yesterday on a pawn shop, and I was like, lol, not even like like a collectible, not even getting there. And I was like, how much is that? And they were like, $40. And it's like, what? $40? What? Nah. But if you had said 10, I took it, but no. But this one is new. It's nostalgia. But yeah, Game & Watch means that it is a game and it is a watch, and you can check what time it is. Not that you can watch anything on it beyond your game.
So you can stand on the desk and be your casual.
Yeah, because back in the day it was designed for busy people. The guy who designed this saw a guy playing on a calculator and thought, we can do better. And said, okay, this guy needs something to be entertained and something to know that he's not late. made this,
Uh-huh.
and hey, good enough. Good enough. You know, Nintendo was like about to die and bankrupt, and this guy saved it. You know, with 10 stupid clock attached to a game that people play in the train on their way home. Like, what the fuck are we for
Yeah.
real selling this? Picture that in the 70s. You know, like pitching this and everybody looking at you being like, "We are a card company. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?" You know, I much rather bankrupt than go down your way. You know, like let's watch again the Mario Golf trailer because this game is like surprisingly good. Looking
Like what game?
Mario Golf,
Oh, Mario Golf. Yeah.
Super Rush. Excuse me. Look at Bowser all dressed up. I mean,
This
look,
game.
what the fuck?
This game will be really cool on
Oh,
Switch.
Nintendo, please grab a bundle of games that are not like top notch. You know, they are not Breath of the Wild, no Mario,
Uh-huh.
no nothing like that, and put those on PC. We deserve. I want to play this. I want somebody to release an indie that is this. You know, that is like the Super Rush mode. Golf,
Yeah.
but everybody got their ball, and we get to, you know, it's like play golf as fast as you can. I love it.
Uh-huh.
Then they had like other modes that were like battle golf. Now, this is a bit too much. You know, this is for the Fortnite generation. But the golf rush, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I don't have to wait for your turn, and if you're away from keyboard, you lose. Fucking won that. We need more games designed like that. If you are away from keyboard, you fucking lose. You know?
Yep.
I love it. I love it. And then, you know, I mean the maps look good. The characters. I don't know if they have used that lady from Mario Odyssey already in any other game, but I think they had not. So it's cool that they are still introducing these all the characters to the franchises. And then you can play with your me. I mean, I know you could ask. Can I play with my me? Yeah, don't worry, Snowy.
Yeah.
You can play with your own me. That you know you can
I
can
think
make your career.
it was in all of games like this.
I know.
It is in Mario Tennis as well. So
The characters in this game are insane. Look at that guy. Isn't it like the first boss from Super Mario 64?
yeah.
Isn't it like the Bomb King or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is that? How? Look at it. Look at how he's just grabbing the thing with just one hand because he doesn't have arms. Like, I love this. Like, what the fuck? How is that guy playable? I want that guy in Super Smash Bros. In Mario Kart. He can roll.
I mean,
in Mario
it's
Kart.
harder to get him into, for example, Smash Bros. Because you'll have to like get some abilities to him, and that will
I
be
hate that people take Smash Bros. Seriously. I hate it.
That's
And now
true.
you need. Oh, I want to throw this guy in. No, because you get a meta, and you
But
need to balance it.
it's an esports game, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
but
sure there's an esports scene for Smash Bros.
Are they still not playing melee? Because I think they.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure because I remember the dude was called Armada. He was actually pretty good with. I don't like the only.
Well, it doesn't.
The only like dude I knew from Smash Bros. Esports.
The last tournament I watched before the pandemic was melee, and it was Falcon all the time.
Oh yeah.
The Falco, not Captain Falcon. Falco, as in the copy from Fox, that is slightly faster and jumps slightly higher. So what else? We are looking at anything that I remember we watched. Soup Pot.
I don't know. This game looked weird.
This game looked horrible.
Yep.
It looks like
really
a game
this is
about
really
cooking,
sketchy.
made by somebody that doesn't know how to cook.
Yeah.
Like never
That's true.
ever put themselves in front of the kitchen and said, "Okay, today we cook him." Let's see
And
what
that music was even more funny.
the music is. The
Wait, did you
service.
listen to the music? Listen to the lyrics of the song.
Okay, hold on. The tap. Yeah, the tap is muted due to. Oh yeah, the music is like all memes.
No, I think it was in the cookbook. When you go to like first and seconds, it's like a dude rapping or whatever.
Okay.
Let me check.
What the fuck?
Oh wait, there are a few trailers.
Is this like a fake social media platform that is in the game? Like for real? Home, profile, settings, logout. Ooh, fake social media.
Wait, go to the search and then type soup pot, and that's the last one. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Soup pot.
And in the first one,
First one.
and in the last one, 15 seconds.
I'm Gwen
The-
Foster
the-
from
the
Chicken
last-
Club,
the last-
and we're
the
a
last
collective
one.
of game developers making a game called Soup Pot.
Listen to this. 50 seconds and listen to this. Like, oh my god.
What? What are we supposed to hear here?
Soup Pot is a chaotic and chill
Wait
cooking
for it.
simulator that allows players to discover more than 100 different recipes from different regions,
Okay.
all of which can be accessed in a social media app called Cookbook.
Teka lang, where's my recipe? Recipe, take me back my energy. Energy, ito yung bawang na I cannot see. Panghalo to sa delicacy.
What makes our
What
game
the
unique is that there are no fail states. We wanted players to be able to learn and fail and have fun with cooking. Cooking has always been part of many games, but has rarely been the central
He's singing
mechanic.
again. Hold on.
For Soup
Shut
Pot,
up!
we work with chefs and cooks to make sure that the recipes in-game you could also make in real life.
Wow.
For the first time, we are showing that Soup Pot is just not limited to dishes that can be made with cooking pots. You can also grill and skewer.
Kalma lang yung fire, pre, baka masunog yun. Ano bang susunod, di mo ba alam yun? Take a look na lang sa recipe sa karton. Don't you worry now, here cooking news is so clear. Mix mo lang with everything, busog yag until next
At Chicken Club,
How many
we love
languages
games
were
like
there?
Overcooked,
I don't know.
Cooking Simulator, Hot Pot for
But the first, the
First
intro
time I
is,
watched
the
it,
first
Central
four
was-
Mechanic.
lines
Cooking
are
has always
killing
been
it.
part of many games,
I was
but has
watching. I
rarely
was
been the
watching
central
lyrics.
Hold on.
mechanic.
Watching this,
For Soup
I was
Pot,
just
we work
straight
with
up
chefs and
laughing.
cooks to make sure that the recipes in-game you could also make in
Wait,
real
first
life,
boss are like
but has
15
rarely been
seconds.
the central
50
mechanic.
seconds, sorry.
For Soup Pot, we work with chefs and cooking has always been part of many games.
15. Hold on.
Learn and fail and have fun with
There you go.
cooking. Cooking has always been part of many games, but has rarely been the central mechanic. For Soup
Oh,
Pot,
50.
we work with chefs and cooks and can be accessed in a social media app
Okay.
called Cookbook.
Teka lang, where's my recipe? Recipe, take me back my energy. Energy, ito yung bawang na I cannot see. Panghalo to sa delicacy.
What makes our
Oh my
game
god,
unique
the
is
last
that
one.
there are no fail
Delicacy.
states.
Delicacy.
We wanted
What?
players to be able to learn and fail and have fun with
We need
cooking.
to find it.
Cooking has always been part of many games, but has rarely been the central mechanic.
Support
For Soup Pot, we work with chefs and cooks
videos.
to make sure that the recipes in-game you could also make in real life. For the first time,
Game
we are
trailers.
showing that
Support.
Soup Pot is just not limited to dishes that can be made
Support
with
trailer
cooking
Day of
pots.
Depths.
You
Okay.
can
There's
also grill and
someone
skewer.
already is. Where's the music from? Music name 1 minute. 1 minute song name.
Recipe.
Don't you worry now, here cooking this is so clear. Mix mo lang with everything, busog yag until next
At Chicken Club, we love games like
Support
Overcooked,
trailer.
Cooking
There you go.
Simulator,
Hold on.
Hot Pot for One, Tenba, and Moonglow Bay.
This
We
is some
hope that
from the
our
famous
game makes you
rapper
love cooking
Bocolows.
just as much
What's
as
the
we
song
do.
in the background? Do we know a name for the song in the background? Delicacy by Pure Mind, White Heart. Hold on. I fucking hope you are not trolling. No way.
Wait, is it this?
Okay, okay.
But there's no,
Delicacy.
he doesn't. This song is not out. I'm guessing.
Hold on, hold on.
okay. Pochok dilagan baka.
No, it's
Merong
not this
bago
one.
kong alamang. Buksan mo kaya yung ref.
No. Delicacy. You mind quiet? Okay.
But you can hear that it's the same guy because of a voice.
Really? I think
Yeah,
it sounds
but I'm
the same
guessing
guy.
the song is not out yet.
Fuck. I need it in my life. I need it in my life. It's not out or it's old. The fuck. What is this guy? What is his name? Pure Mind Quiet Heart. Is that the name? Okay.
Laman, asa nyo lalagyan ng leche pan, lechong kawali sa kalan.
Motherfucker, this is
Bigyan mo
raw.
iyong pinsan, may
You
plastic ba
mind.
kayo, isama mo po kayo, may hapunan na kami, sa tita kay mami, hey, wait lang.
Hey, mommy. Hey, what?
Wait lang daw,
Hold on.
may dagdag,
Hold on.
hey,
Spotify to the rescue.
Mag-isip, pabili nga ng pansit, 3 piso, wag masungit. May tirador ng puset, may tirador ng puset, may tirador ng puset, may tirador.
Okay, hold on.
It's not out yet.
You can find it.
No, it's not out. Not out.
Delicacy, come on. See all songs. Pure Mind, so quiet. No, Pure Mind, Quiet Heart. Pure Mind, so quiet. No, it's not that.
But that song, I was like straight up laughing
Song,
for like
please.
30
Song from
seconds.
Someone I suppose we have to wait. Thanks a lot. No, we cannot wait. We can't. Let me listen to it again. Dude, it's
Yeah,
just,
it wasn't released yet.
it is too much. It is. I mean, delicacy. There you go. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, girl. Your game became a meme already.
Regions. All of which can be accessed in a social media app called Cookbook.
Oh,
Teka lang, where's my recipe?
before I go, because I'll have to go like pretty soon, I can tell you some things about Battlefield, new Battlefield, if you want to know.
What makes our game unique is that there
Sorry,
are no
what?
fail states.
I was listening to.
I can tell you a little bit of Battlefield 2042 if you want. Because
Please.
I'll have to leave like really soon.
Please. What else did we
So
know that we didn't know?
I know few things about it. So basically, the game is like kinda in the future, but most of guns and most of vehicles will be like there won't be a lot of differences from weapons we have right now. So the most likely the most of vehicles will be the same. So like Abrams, Viper, Apaches, Little Birds and shit like that. There will be still things that like AKs, M4, M16s and shit like that will be still in the
20,
game.
40 something? For instance? Could be.
So probably yeah. There'll be like the whole like modern shit will be like probably like LED lights, like the the robot dog with like a cannon. That's like the biggest like future kind of thing. And when you could see the gameplay, and there was like the small squares which were like you think that there are points, right, of capture from conquest. That's half of a true, because maps will be like 4 times bigger than the maps in Battlefield 5, and they will be then they will be like separated into smaller regions that you will have to conquest, right? So each of those regions will have like 3 to 5 points that you will have to capture the whole region. So since it's 64 to 64, the map will be bigger and there will be like a region like that. So the regions will be like different. For example, there will be a region when there will be more close quarters. Then there will be a region. Then there will be more about like armored warfare with like tanks, vehicles, shit like that. And then there will be some regions with like mid-range fights and more into infantry or like lower armored vehicles. So
I'm assuming you can still move from region to region, just
yeah. Of
singing.
course. This will be the whole map. So basically, you can play differently on like different regions.
Okay.
So that's kind of that's kind of interesting, because
I
I
like
was
that.
thinking they will go for the same like point to point. There will be like a map, because it will be 128 players. Then you could think like, instead of 5 or 6 points that you had in previous games, that you'll have like up to 10 or whatever. And no, there will be like regions. There will be up to from 4 to 6 regions, if I remember correctly, and every region will have a few points to capture. So this is actually a pretty cool. This could be actually a pretty cool change into the game.
This
And
is
I'm
cool
thinking,
because not because you get twice the players per team and twice the points per map, and the map is twice bigger. It's gonna work because gameplay doesn't work like that, so it doesn't scale, and maybe you go 64 versus 64 and it's too big, and it's too nonsense, and it doesn't really add much if you just double everything. It is bigger, but okay, beyond my CPU dying even harder. What else? It's like instead of 5, now we have 10 snipers. Good, 10 campers per team instead of 5.
yeah.
But if with
Yeah.
these regions, I like that because you can focus on the region. I'm assuming that you don't get points if you don't control the whole region. So maybe
Yeah,
a region-
I'm guessing it will be like that. I'm not 100% sure, because
Me
all I
neither,
know
but
is like
maybe you get more points if it's the whole region, and then
yeah,
some points
probably
if it's,
something like that.
the majority. Like it's like it's challenged or is fully owned in the same way that you get more points when you have all the objectives in Battlefield 5. I think. So
And the other part of it,
Yep.
and the other part of it is, now in game you'll be able to change your attachments for the weapon. So you don't have to die, then go to the menu, then change your loadout to like play a different region or whatever. Now it will be available like right away when you're just playing. There will be like a separate menu for that. They showed it on the gameplay. There's like a small there was like a small thing that you could change your sight, for example, you could attach a silencer or whatever you want. You could change your grip or whatever, bigger or smaller magazine. I'm guessing. So this actually is pretty good because you can imagine when you're trying to fight to the region that is, for example, for close quarters, and you're like using a holographic, then with like a bigger magazine or
Yeah, it's
whatever that
impossible to have the
or
loadout for all the
yeah,
regions,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you don't
and
want to move.
for everything, right? So then you can change like your scope and your shit, and then you can fight in like a region which is mid-range base or something like that. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool because I was actually skeptic about this when I heard about the regions that some of them would be like mid-range and some of them would be like close quarters and shit. And I'm like, okay, but what about the loadout? Because you wanna go with it. It means that if you won't be able to change it in the game, right? When you without dying, then it means you will probably stick into one region because you will be useful only in that specific region because of what loadout you have right now.
I need to die to pick
And
up the sniper and go there. Yeah, it makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. Or yeah, as well. You can just go to kill an enemy and then just grab his gun or something. And yeah. But that's like a little bit too much because you have to go into the zone. You kill someone, so there's a nervous situation because you're trying to change your weapon, so you have to like check the whole area real quick so
They
you
are
can pick
showing
it
it
up or
right
whatever.
now on the trailer.
Mhm.
Let me put it back a
Yeah,
second.
something like that. With like you as you can see, there's like a different magazine, different grip.
Yep.
So you could put a silencer or a flash hider or compensator or whatever it is.
I like
And
that.
yeah, that's actually a pretty good
In
change.
Battlefield 5 already, I feel like I never have the right sight, and that when I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah, that's
to
true.
that hit a guy that I need a 6x for, I have the
Mhm.
3x, and if I switch, then I could have been a-okay with a 3x, and maybe I
Yeah.
was like too zoom in to actually see the
Mhm.
guy, you know, because then you get in a building, so you much rather use a holo, but it's just a building, and then you need to go back to sniper. But if
Yeah,
here
yeah,
we
yeah.
are moving to a different region, I need a different loadout, you know. What
Exactly.
about the classes and the? They said like there are like 12.
Classes will be still in. There will be still 4 classes. You will be able to use guns from every class in each class. So there will be no like. So you're basically like, for example, you're medic, and you wanna use a sniper rifle. There's no problem with that. You want
Awesome.
to
I wanna
I
be
don't
a
know,
medic with
play
a sniper
recon,
rifle.
or you want to play a support role, and you don't want to rock an LMG because you have to. For example, you want to play like an assault rifle, even an SMG. No, you can do that in this game. So that's actually pretty cool because I was considering I was really nervous about limited class with type of weapon. That's kind of annoying. That's even annoying for me and in Battlefield 5 right now because it's the support role in Battlefield 5 is really hard because you have to play with LMGs. Most of LMGs you'll have to use your bipod or whatever, so you have to lie on the ground or you have to stick behind the cover and shoot, and then and so you cannot like be like a regular soldier, just run and gun as like every other class can, right? So that's what
Yeah,
the
and there.
only thing that
What if I wanna be in a sniper, but I wanna have some anti-vehicle, anti-tank
yeah, for
options?
example, right? In
You know,
Battlefield
because
4 you could have like a DMR or whatever, then you could snipe with it. So
yeah,
that
and
was
then in
like
Battlefield 5 I can't. And
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
no,
so it
if
was like
you
a
are a
halfway in
sniper,
that.
your worst enemy is a vehicle. But I remember Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Play for Free as well. I played a lot of
Mhm.
that one. I love to be the sniper, the anti-tank sniper, you know?
Mhm.
So I'm using the sniper till a tank is coming at me, and then I'm trying to destroy the tank as well.
Yeah.
It might not work. I might fail the shot and the rocket, but when it
But you're
works,
still prepared, and you can still fight against.
exactly. And then if you tell me I can actually tweak that loadout further,
Mhm.
I like it even more because then I can change that side, to a hollow, and it might
Yep.
not be the best gun, but I like when I can shoot more than once. But then in
Mhm.
Battlefield 5, if you want the headshot to be a headshot, you has to use this gun. So it's like
Yep.
whatever.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It's a
And
lot of restrictions because Battlefield 5 is very constrained, even though it
Mhm.
doesn't look like it is at first sight. So I don't know if they were thinking this game is gonna be competitive in some way, and that's why they did it like that,
probably not.
or they did not want broken stuff to have. I just don't know. But it's like
Mhm.
a right way to play every class per map, and if you don't do that, you were kind of like falling off, and then you are dying too much, and you don't know why. So I
Yep.
don't want that in a Battlefield game. I want different options to be available.
Mhm.
And my only concern is that maps might be too big, and people could be like forgetting 50% of a map. But we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
map size doesn't really matter when it comes to making an interesting FPS.
Also because
So
it's 128 players, so if you think about that, that will be more vehicles probably and shit. I'm
is this
guessing.
gonna
I'm
get
hoping.
released?
I'm hoping they won't add like tons of vehicles to the map, like heavy armored vehicles, because it will be annoying as fuck to place against. Because I'm an infantry person from the beginning, and I'll probably play the whole game mostly infantry. Then this will be really annoying to play against because people will
But
be abusing tanks, abusing like armored shit as
yeah, that is
fuck.
another problem that Battlefield 5 had, that every building could be destroyed. That's a concern as
Mhm.
well. I see on this map they are showing pretty big buildings. What the hell can I do in them? Right now in the trailer they are going in an elevator. Can you go in
Mhm.
every building? Can a tank completely crumble a building? Or actually,
I
I
don't
don't think
think
so.
so.
Me neither. But
Yeah.
then, in Battlefield 5, when the tank comes, there is just the only thing you can do is get out of the point, because
Yeah.
it's going to make that point flat. It's gonna destroy every cabin, every house, every
Yeah,
anything.
if there's like at least like two assaults
You
in the
could
point,
make
then
it so
there's
there is
pointless.
at least one region in the map in which the people playing with the tanks don't want to get in, because it's so easy
Yeah.
to drop a mine.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It's
For example.
that that
So
that can be done.
that's
So
what will probably be with regions, because as I was listening to a guy who was like on a special invite presentation of the game, he said that the real regions will be specialized into like close quarters, and then some other will be like in the vehicle fights.
what do
And
you do if you
the,
go
the
in there and it's like four tall buildings, and you are there with your tank, and the only thing you're gonna get there is get shot by somebody from a window, you know? And
I'm like, I'm only talking about those whole like words of different people. I didn't see any gameplay other than the trailer we saw, right?
yeah.
And I'm guessing we will have to wait for the beta to actually test if the whole thing will work.
Have they ever had a grappling hook before? Because I'm rewatching that clip and it looks
Uh,
good.
I don't think so.
There is no grappling hook in
There was a
Battlefield 5.
drone. Drone was in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4.
Oh yeah, but drones are
Then
like
Stim Pistol wasn't in the game. So, for going back to classes. So there'll be still classes open to weapons, and each class will have like a specialist who will have like a special gadget and special ability. So
can I play a
they'll
random medic or the medic specialist?
I'm guessing everyone will be a specialist. So specialist will be something like you have in Siege.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like playing an operator, but there'll be no limitation to weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing like a regular gadget will be a normal thing. So like a grenade or like a C4 or something that you could pick from, and
Okay.
or a rocket launcher, and then there will be like a special gadget that the specialists actually have. So for example, there'll be a medic who will have a stim pistol, as I said, and he'll be able to revive people from range. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, it works like you played Siege a little bit. So it's like Doc. So you have a pistol. So if someone is down, you can shoot. You can shoot a stim dart at him, and he'll be revived, right?
Yeah, well,
So it's
and you can heal from a distance, so you're not
yeah,
exposing.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can heal that guy that is in the wide open. So
Mhm.
good, good, good.
Something like that. So support will have the. I'm thinking support has the like a turret or whatever. There'll be like a small turret that you can deploy and it will be shooting, but it will be pretty easy to destroy. It will be pretty balanced as I heard. And those two others, I can't remember them correctly. There will be four specialists at the start, and they'll be adding them through seasons. There'll be 2 operator per season. If I remember, 2 or 4 operators per season. So I'm guessing you will have to unlock them. I don't know if it will be with the real money or in-game currency you can get, or you'll be unlocking with them with level or whatever.
Or if
So we will,
we'll see that everything is included on Game Pass, who
yeah,
knows?
maybe. For
Who
example, yeah.
knows? I mean, I never bought Battlefield 5, never considered about buying Battlefield 5, and it's there in
Hmm.
Game Pass. So, you know, it's like €3 a month or
Hmm.
something like that.
I
So,
mean, I bought the game for like €5, so
yeah,
it
so
wasn't at
I
a bad
mean,
price.
on release, probably it's not on Game Pass, and maybe we
Yeah, yeah,
buy the
yeah.
base
Probably.
game
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
looks good.
I'll probably do that. That if it's on Game Pass, actually on PC, I'll play it on Game Pass.
I mean,
And eventually, if the game will be actually really good, then I'll buy it. Or I'll play on the Game Pass. Then wait a little bit until the game will like go a little bit further, add something new, or fix some things that are broken right now,
what are your
and then I can come back to you.
expectations on day one
Yeah,
release? Are they
as I
gonna make
said,
it?
after Battlefield 5, I don't have any expectations about the game. I'm actually happy that the game will be in the like kind of like modern times, and that's all. That's all. Rest, there's like no expectations. I'll play the beta. I will rate the game by myself if it's good or not. As I said, I had no expectations about Battlefield 5. I bought it for €5 like a year after release or even more than that. And I'm having fun, and that's good, right? So uh, all I want is it's a good FPS with like pretty pretty fun gunplay, not like broken shit, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Please let it be not broken mess on
Yeah, yeah.
release.
For yeah, yeah, yeah.
I still remember Battlefield 4, and everybody on my Steam list, on my Steam friends list, crying like I can't play, I can't connect. It says it connected, and then it doesn't. I can't play. You go to Reddit, and nobody can play. It's amazing, you know.
Mhm.
It's like, oh shit, and then you remember you played other battlefields, and this happened before, and that you paid at least 59.99. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hyped. I'm contained in my hype, but I like what I see compare and what you tell me about the new maps and the new changes on the loadouts on the fly. I really like that because I have had that problem in Battlefield 5, a specific
Mhm.
like not having the right side. And I'm used to PUBG, In PUBG you can risk it and you are risking it, changing it in your inventory, but you can swap that. And if you're good at the game, you can do it quickly and you get the shot, and you go back to the hollow. You know, if you have to, and you always have one gun, like whatever. But you can do it. And here's like now you can't. You're stuck with this. It doesn't feel like your gun like that, you know, because you cannot tweak it your way. And then all these limitations, like no, nothing anti-tank and anti-vehicles if you are playing recon. It's like, okay, so what the fuck? What am I reconing? You know, like I can only
Mm-hmm.
poke at tanks and say there's a tank there, just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep sniping people. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll
That
see.
will be
That will be
that will
it.
be it for me because I have some work to do and the hour is pretty late and I don't want to go to sleep
Yep,
pretty
my
late as
man,
well.
you stayed for longer than I was expecting. I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
you for the snow week hour and Zap always being longer than an hour.
We
It's
were
great.
ranting about E3 for a little bit.
It only happens once a year. I mean E3, not us
Okay,
ranting.
the last thing was how do you rate the this year's E3?
This
Even though
year
it's not over
E3,
because it's there's a few things in July as well. So, but
this year,
we will rate them later.
yeah, this year E3 7 out of 10. It was a solid E3. It was not an E3 that, I mean, like, you know, we got no big console release. We got no big game release. I mean, the Elden Ring, you could argue, but we already, I mean, we didn't know actually. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And actually, that was the Summer Game Fest. So when the Summer Game Fest actually got the biggest reveal, E3 feels
Yep.
a bit like low key. The fact that Sony was not there, the fact that EA was not there, the fact that nobody was there on site and there is not like a crowd, it does impact. And then we get to see 2020 year trickling down to all developments getting late and all these games that we already knew one thing or two about getting re-announced in 2021 for late 2021 release. Am I right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, at the end of the day, solid E3. I did like though. We had a lot of gameplay. We had a lot of you know, day, month, and year release date. Not like soon, not like summer, not like soon TM. We got
Mm-hmm.
very little bullshit when it came to analyzing games. We're like, oh my god, this game is gonna be the new evolution of the genre. Nobody went above and beyond but Bethesda, and we will see. But yeah, seven
Yeah.
out of ten. Really, I don't know. I think everybody. I mean, we got to factor in as well that new console just came in, so everybody is like learning. So it's learning plus the pandemic is like everybody is like bringing what they got, and nobody. No, it's at the end of the day, at least you know nobody's really hiding anything. This is what they
Mm-hmm.
got due to the pandemic. But overall, I mean, if it had been the E3 I get to go to LA to watch, I could have been a bit disappointed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what's your opinion about it?
To be honest, Summer Game Fest like
Was
helped the
better.
game help the whole E3 because other than that, for me, I was only interested in Battlefield 42. Then PC Gaming Show, okay. There was a few games in PC Gaming Show that was actually pretty cool.
Can we have a parenthesis to
Uh,
say that the PC gaming show should really
mm,
be a different format at this point, and that is not sustainable to have like 2 hours of people showing in and out, being like, "Yeah, this is my game."
yeah,
It's impossible
yeah.
to remember the games you liked. It's impossible, and it's 2 hour long. So eventually, I don't give a shit. We need
I
to
mean,
make something with it.
but I I don't know. Every time I watch PC Gaming Show, it is a little bit cringy. But this year was like actually
No, it's not about
like,
the cringe. It's about the format being completely inefficient, you know?
oh
Regardless
yeah,
of the
true, true.
cringe, it's impossible to follow. It's like Eurovision, you know? It's super long and super slow and And then, there's a rubber banding to make it even longer. It's like, come on, guys, please. And this year it was like unnecessarily long, like my Dota game, unnecessarily long, And if it's a low key year and the show is 45 minutes, it's okay. I'd rather take that than all these interviews for DLC for a game that has been released like 2 years ago. Like, come on. And they need to evaluate if PC gaming show is for new staff or for staff that pays to show.
Yeah.
Because you mix the DLC, staff we knew, staff we didn't know, games that are very niche and their communities love them, but we are not interested. Staff that we are all going to care about. Staff that we heard in the Xbox conference, in the
Mm-hmm.
Ubisoft conference, in the Nintendo conference, and in your conference as well, because they paid everywhere. Come on. At least focus on new staff. Or at least be upfront and organize it better. Like, guys, now all the DLC staff. The next 30 minutes is DLC for games already released.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. But now they are mixing and matching, and it's like, now this Kickstarter game, eventually releasing in 2025. And now DLC for Warframe. And now
Yeah.
this. And it's like, hold on, that indie looked cool. The DLC, I don't know for what game it was, and I'm lost. I'm lost. Nintendo did it better, and when Nintendo does it better, when Nintendo conveys a message better than you get an issue because it is Nintendo. But there was a
Mm-hmm.
guy that was a bit cringy as well, saying, "Did you like that? Now let's go with this thing," and that is better than the PC gaming show, and it was 30 minutes long, not even that long. And everybody ended happy with the Nintendo Direct. They got their Breath of the Wild trailer. They got the unnoticed Metroid new game. They got all their DLC. They got all their Wii games, and they got all their third party games. Good, and everybody's
Mm-hmm.
happy. And the PC gaming show, everybody's like, we'll watch it because we want to support it, and I love the host. But this is unbearable at this point. It's like the Treehouse show. No, impossible to follow as well. What about the treehouse shows? What about people smoking pot right before starting?
Yeah.
At least smoke something that brings you up. I don't know. I'm
So
not
for me,
judging,
this
but at
whole
least
E3,
help you
for me,
out.
this whole E3, 5 out of 10.
5 out of
Summer
10.
Game Fest saved it, really saved
Ah,
it.
it passes because it happened. And it's still
Yeah,
2021.
there was there
Wow.
was
Not
there
even a
was actually.
6. Shit. Okay. I mean, it's
Okay, I can give a 6 because
You
of
don't
Elden
have to. You
Ring.
don't have to. It's your call, and it can be a 5. I gave it a 7, and I love E3. And it is a 7, and it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
very
yeah.
low key E3.
I'm just thinking from year to year, the E3 is announcing way less games than we are expecting to.
Because yeah, but I think we're gonna see a mind shift on that. Remember, the last big E3 was 2019, and it was like the
Yeah,
first people were allowed to go in, and it was more about
yeah.
selling
That's why I'm
merchandise
waiting for like a
to
for like
people.
a for like a normal E3 when there'll be actually people and real conferences and shit, and not like
Exactly. And
online
everybody is
things.
going with their own conference on a different date. So the whole audience focus on their announcement. And eventually they will realize that that's a way to make money. But announcing
Hmm.
everything together in like a theme week is another way to make money. And usually drives the attention better because we very rarely just care about EA games and we just play
Hmm.
EA games all the time and we just want to know about new EA games getting released. Even though EA would love people like that to exist. I mean,
Hmm.
there's people out there just playing FIFA, but they don't even follow the news. They just play FIFA. They go
Exactly.
by the time of the year they have calculated the new game should be out on the shelf and they go and pick it up in Walmart. You know, so it doesn't really matter for them what you announce. But they think they exist. People just playing their games. People just playing newbie games. So they are announcing this. Eventually, they will realize that less people watch that. That if they do that on E3, because if they do that on E3 or something like that, we are all there. And I think Jeff Keighley will save us all. Don't worry about it. Maybe
Mhm.
5 years from now, the Game Summer Fest is like the big shit, and then E3 is there because there is developers to interview, so we actually need a week and a place. But yeah, Jeff Keighley got like your Breath of the Wild 3, your Elden Ring 2,
Mhm.
and I mean, if he brings next year Metroid Prime 4, I'm like, Jeff, I'm yours. I'm all yours. E3? What? I don't remember any E3. Jeff Keighley forever, He
Mhm.
rocks, man. I don't know how he does it. I don't fucking know. But when I'm old and all grown up, I want to be like him. He just pulls people in. It's like
Yeah, that's
uh,
true. That's true.
out of his ass. It's like I can picture him calling people like, "Hey, do you want to be in the Game Summer Fest? Who are you, Jeff Keighley? Why could I be there? I don't know. Am I making any money? No, actually, you pay me to be there. Okay, well, okay, I will be there with a trailer for you. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Next, and he can bring everybody, and he actually got a lot of people in, like from
Yeah.
big, small, indie, PC, Sony, whatever it is, you know. Anywho, that's it. That's it for the show, is Navi. I won't shut
Yeah.
up, so you better leave.
Okay, it was fun again.
Sorry.
It was fun
Oh,
talking here
I went.
again, rant,
I understood.
ranting.
I understood this one again, and it was like, well, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of this, but yeah, it was fun. We should do this
Yeah,
every E3, every
for sure.
E3. E3 2022 is gonna be the shit, and Game Summer Fest
Yeah.
is gonna be 9 out of 10. Oh shit! The Nintendo Switch Pro got released. Jeff Keighley and Miyamoto together on a
Well,
stage.
we actually, if next time there will be a Nintendo Direct thing, we should make a bingo thing.
The bingo thing, I thought about making the drinking game, and like every time they do the flick thing, the switch thing,
Mhm.
we have
Oh.
to drink. Every time there is like a whip game about somebody in high school living with multiple dimensions, we have to drink. You know.
Yeah,
Remember when
we
you
will
were
have
in
to
high
make it
school
like
and
a.
you had this whole dimension filled out with
Mhm.
demons? It was a pain in the ass, man. It was a pain in the ass. And that happens in Japan pretty much to any teenager. So we have to drink every time they release a game like that. They announce it, sorry. So
Mhm.
we can do that next year. But we are gonna get hammered by like the fourth
Probably.
trailer. I'm telling you already. Anywho, that's it for the day. I'm gonna be
Yep.
calling the show minutes after the podcast is over. So yes, just so you know. But thank you so much for the time
Yeah.
and
Thanks
for
as
dropping
well.
by. Appreciate it.
It was nice as well, and
It
see
was
you. I'm guessing soon.
yep. This is the last streaming for the week, but I'll be back on
Yep.
Sunday with more.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Till then, have fun and see you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Bye.
That's it. That's it. Let me let me play something in the background. No, not this. Fuck. Pure mind, quiet heart. Remember this guy, y'all. Remember this guy because we're gonna have a new intro soon. Fuck, I can't. Sorry. How was it? Let me find. I know my outro already. So I'm gonna soup pot. It was this one. Yeah. It was this one. Yeah, I think it was the one with the pinky stuff. No, it's not that one. Fuck, I lost the trailer. Shit. No, it's not that one. It's the longest one. Gameplay overview. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now we're talking. Hold on. Ah! Shit. Sorry, my lady.
That allows players
you go.
100 different recipes, different regions, all of which can be accessed in an app called Cook.
Teka lang, where's my recipe? Lang, where's my recipe?
No.
Called Cookbook.
Teka lang, where's
Okay. So
which can be accessed in a social media app called Cookbook.
There you go. So guys, this has actually been the first time I had been in the podcast category. Keep the cat jam coming. Keep the cat jam coming, please, if it's possible, till the outro is gone. So we keep the meme up. So I was saying, this is the first time I hit the podcast category, and I lure Snowy into discussing for what I promised to be 30 minutes only. E3. And you don't have like a top 3 of games that we liked. We ended up discussing for like, I don't even know, 2 hours or so. So I'll make sure to highlight this on the VOD so people get to see that we did something new and better. And I'm gonna call it a day for the most part. Tomorrow and the following days, I won't be able to stream because I'll be out of my place. So see you all back on Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed E3. Let me know if you want to, what you thought about it. Maybe, remember as now we scored 5 out of 10. E3 happened and 5 out of 10. And I gave it like a 7 out of 10. So given or taken could be worse. Anywho, this is the outro for the day. See you all tomorrow. Have a good one. See you all on Sunday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Teka lang, where's my recipe? Recipe, take me back my energy. Energy, ito yung bawang na I cannot see. Panghalo to sa delicacy.
What makes our game unique is that there are no fail states.